Hi, Rosalin Krieger here with some more great summer reads. A lot of parents, in July and August send me emails, frantic emails sometimes, saying, you know what, I don't know where to start, where to get my kids to read. Help. So I'm always ready. And I find the greatest stuff is actually online, free of charge. I know that's a favorite thing. Free of charge, easy. You can cut and paste, you can print it, you can screen save it, whatever. It's free and it's there for life. As long as you're alive, you can use this stuff. So I find a lot of kids I work with, and when I ask them, what do you want to read? I actually do ask them. Uh, a lot of the girls especially say poetry. So I have some of my favorite postcards, Advice from a Tree. Is really great common sense advice about, what would a tree do to be successful? Stand tall, be flexible, and stuff like that. So this is a great place to start. Also, I find most students I work with of all ages love this gentleman, the wonderful Shel Silverstein. Shel Silverstein was one of the freakiest guys. He wrote songs for Johnny Cash. He was a poet. He had other stuff I really can't say because this is for kids. But he writes this wonderful poem called "What If," and "What If" is about fear and anxiety. And he uses humor, and I think this is so apropos of the moment. We're always struggling, many of us, with anxiety, with fear, and we feel disempowered. Well, you know what? One way to deal with it is to not only acknowledge it, but laugh about it. And think of all these what if worst case scenarios. And once you get all that out of your system, I think you feel a lot better. So Shel Silverstein is great for so many reasons. Plus, he's so silly. Kids love his silly stuff. And I think we need to have time to feel silly. Another person I like, and this person actually works with boys. She's a therapist, but she is also a poet. This is Judith Fiorst, and she has two of the greatest poems. One about, what happens when kids get a dog. It really becomes mother's dog, let's be honest. And two, this great poem about a boy coming into adolescence and worrying about his appearance and being in school and about divorce and things like that. Now, if you have a kid in your family who loves science, who loves philosophy, who's wonderfully curious, I recommend all this great stuff on NPR. That's National Public Radio, and it's free. Yes, it is free. And I'm always in the philosophical science department there. And they have great stuff like this one here. Is the earth alive? That depends on your definition of life. What a conversation starter. So everyone in the family can get a copy. You're in the car, you're having dinner, you're at a picnic, wherever you are, and you read this together. It's important. Remember, if you're not reading in front of your child, if you haven't read to your child growing up, then you're lessening the chances of them wanting to actively seek out reading. This is important. If you want to see them reading, you got to model that behavior. So a great way to start with is the earth alive. Great for everybody. Becomes philosophical and leave judgment and right or wrong out of the conversation initially and promote creativity and free thinking. And last but not least, if you're really, really stuck for finding great engaging material, collect some quotes. That's what I do. And one of my great teachers is this wonderful lady here, Helen Keller quotes. And I love quotes because you can carry them everywhere, in your mind, in your heart, in your pocket for life. As long as you're alive, you have a friend, mentor, teacher, and coach for life in Helen Keller. She was so strong, so resilient, so brilliant. Did you know she wrote this great war against World War One? Huh? Bet you didn't know that. But even if you don't know that, you're feeling down, you're feeling lost, you pull out a quote, you become educated, uplifted, and really this you can pass on to anyone else that you meet that day. So this is Rosalin Krieger from Word Warrior with extra tips for reading well in the summer. It's really about quality and not quantity. It's about variety and not about status. And it's about reading and sharing and growing moment by moment so you can contribute meaningfully. Remember, the more you read and the more diverse stuff that you read, the more you can offer you, yourself, and your family, your community. This is Rosalyn Krieger with today's tip about why reading matters and how you can do great reading this summer. Take care. Bye bye.